Enemy Patrol. So our enemy within our game, our player's kind of hidden up here somewhere. If I just double click on him, you can see him up there. But our enemy, this guy here, we kind of there's various different things we might want to have on our game for our enemy to do. We might want our enemy to pursue us, and that's what the last video was about. It basically chases the player, or you might want it so the enemy actually patrols a certain area, waiting for you or protecting things like these collectible items here. So this video is basically going to show you how to put points down on the ground area and getting the enemy then to patrol between them. Now, potentially then you could have your enemy so it is kind of going to chase after you when you come too close to that patrolled area, but that's something that you might need to look into in terms of combining enemy pursuit and what we're just about to put together. So our enemy then, we're going to add a new script to it, and we're going to call our enemy patrol, as I've already got typed there, because obviously I've done this video a couple of times and made errors. But anyway, I'm going to do enemy patrol, get a new script made up, which is this one here, and you can tell there at the bottom if it's the right one or not, because as you can see, I've got two enemy-based scripts there. And if I double click on it, it should load up in Visual Studio for me, showing what we've got here. The standard kind of default, this is what you need. So there it is. I'm actually going to get rid of those top two lines because I don't need them at this point. I might not need them at all, in fact. And I'm just going to copy and paste the code I've got from here. So copy it from there, paste it into here, and literally that's all you need to do in respect of the code you need to put together for this. And basically what this is it basically says where we are currently positioned, or where the enemy is currently positioned, I should say, and it gets you then to move between the different points you put down. So you could have as many points as you want. You could have 1,000,000 points down for the enemy to move between. You could have two. But this basically allows you to have as many as you possibly want. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to head back onto Unity, and it won't, well, it shouldn't give me any error messages, but I'm not going to press play at this point because I do need to add some points onto our area then, our playing area, so the enemy can move in between it. So if I actually click on the enemy again, and you'll see that enemy patrol speed is 0, so I'm going to set it to 5 because I will need to do that. But then it's asking me what points do you want it to go through, so I'll need to add the points here. Right, but with that in mind, I need to start adding empty things. I don't know where that is now. Let's just see where that's gone. And I'll move it. So it's actually been dropped directly on my enemy. And I'm going to look from above for this if I zoom it around that way. So I'm going to have my enemy go in between. Oh, where's it gone now? Is it GameObjects? Yeah, GameObjects here. I'm going to have it go in between this point, across to there, and then maybe up to that point, so like a triangle then. So I'm going to call that point A. I actually couldn't need to call it anything, but point A for this point. And then I'm going to copy and paste it. So it'll appear exactly on, oh no, that's not right there. I need to copy and paste it over here. So change that back to point A, bear with me, I do apologize. Right, and then I'm going to copy it from here. So then I get point A1, which is now going to be point B. I'm just going to drop it like that. I'm going to move point B so it is across here. And then I'm going to just do the same process again, copy it over on the left hand side and paste it down. Change that one to point C. And like I said, it doesn't need to be called these, it's just what I just find it easier to understand what I'm doing. And the last point, because it gets pasted over the top of everything, it's going to come up to around about that area there. So I've got point A down in the bottom right, point B bottom left, point C up there. So my enemy will move in a triangular position. That's what should happen anyway. Now, anyway, back on the enemy, there was this part here. I need to tell you what points I'm referring to. So if I click on the plus sign there, I'm going to drag across point A. I'm going to add a plus again. So I'm going to add point B. And then one more time for our point C area. And we should be good to go. So if I press play, and it'll actually take us to looking through the main camera, which is currently attached to our player. We won't be able to see the enemy moving at this stage, but if I kind of rotate myself around, hopefully, I'll be able to see the enemy moving between those 3 points. As you can see, it's doing a little jump as well, so maybe it's because the speed is too high. So if I, maybe within the gameplay, if I decrease the speed, or shall I increase this, see what happens if we do 50? And let's turn back around if it lets me do it. Now he's going a bit too quick this time. And if I change it down to maybe 2, which is going to be a bit too slow for my liking, but at least he doesn't do that little jump. Oh, he does actually. But anyway, that's something we can sort out another stage. So that's how you make an enemy patrol.